Hey, what's going on guys? Today we're going to be seeing is me getting 10 wins in a row in block drop. This is a supercut version, so if you guys enjoy, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. We have more Skywars content and much more stuff to come. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So this guy gets a knockback Nemo, and look at how politely he smacks me. That like hardly did anything, that was so funny. These guys are about to fall. Two at the same time, crazy. Okay, so something crazy is about to happen. See that creeper to the left? He goes for this, he dies, and I level up in the exact same moment. What a coincidence. One of the craziest things to happen. So here I see that I'm running out of blocks, but also there's a power up there, so I'm like, why not use jump boost? Grab the power up. So here I go for this power up. For some reason the other guy missed it, and after I grab it, I secure the first win. Now you see that creeper skin there? It's funny because that's actually the other free skin in the creeper pack. I feel like that's pretty rare to happen. Anyway, let's get back to game 2. Something to mention here is the creeper from before, he gets a knockback Nemo, but also someone is creating this crazy crack in the layer and it's killing people pretty frequently. As you're going to see in a couple of seconds is more people just keep on dying to this trap. It's quite impressive and a decent strategy. And unfortunately, the creeper skin goes down here. That guy goes down, making it a 1v1, and I get a knockback Nemo. Not gonna lie, that was actually quite impressive. He was so close to death. That right there is 2 wins in a row. Alrighty, so it's the beginning of round 3, and as you're gonna see, something very interesting happens. This guy decides to try and grief me, but I keep my cool, I take my time, and look what happens.
That always happens, bro. That always happens.
Bro ended up griefing himself. Now that right there was just atrocious behavior. Bro just came in and took the power up. Now this, I thought this was just really good time management. Look at how slow I take it. Perfect timing, perfect timing. There, the guy who griefed me went down. And this guy thought he could swoop in and steal a power up. That guy goes down, meaning it's a 1v1. So as you can see here, his sprint jumping around on the bottom being reckless, which means he falls, making that my 3rd win in a row. And this is game 4. So here, I feel like my time management here was actually quite good, but I was running out of blocks. So I did what I could with the blocks that I had.
Ha ha ha. Yes.
And that right there was my 4th win in a row. Now I'm not really sure what happened here, but as you can see I did win, so I'm pretty sure this is my 5th win in a row, but it just didn't clip. Either way, what you're going to be seeing next is my 6th win in a row. So here, this guy gets a knockback Nemo, and not long after he gets it, someone dies, making it a 1v1. So here, I'm trying to cut myself some land, and then I notice that this guy gets another knockback Nemo. So I'm like, alright, let me keep on chopping up some land. Then, he tries to come over and make a play. But obviously I cut the land off. And because I cut myself some land, all I had to do was wait. Claiming my 6th win in a row. Dropping an ease in the chat. Now this is game 7. Now, as I'm just hopping around, you can see this ginormous hole, and it claims its first victim. The second victim, and then now I'm like, whoa, what am I gonna do when I get down there? Now, spoiler alert, that guy's about to die, and I think the guy who dies here is actually the person who started to make this hole, so he gets a taste of his own medicine. This guy flies up onto this layer because he's like, damn, there is no land down here. So now, because it's a 1v1, I need every single advantage I can get, so I try to prioritize every single power-up. And I'm lucky I got the ones that I did, because when I get down there, I'm really gonna need them. So I'm just gonna let this scene play out here. As you can see, there's a power-up, and I'm like, yeah, let me go for it. This guy gets it, and he gets a knockback Nemo. So I start freaking out, and I try to cut off some land. I think he was cornered here, so that's why he uses a power-up that you're about to see. I notice that he's right behind me, so I use my restore blocks. And I'm like, okay, let me just run straight to this power-up and pray. I think that he's still chasing me, so I just pop it, because I'm like, well, I'm dead if I face him. So here I'm just like, what do I do? And luckily, he fails to jump and I win. Definitely one of the most intense wins I've ever gotten, making this a crazy conclusion to game 7. And of course, I gotta drop the E's. Alright, this is the pre-game lobby of game 8, and as you can see, there's a level 18 in here. This is the start of game 8. Now, what you're about to see, stuff like this is always crazy when it happens right in front of you. Oof, rough. So here a power-up spawns, but this poor guy is lagging all over the place. Which is just my luck, because here I get a knockback Nemo. Now, something that I think is quite funny that happens quite frequently is see how that guy got a knockback Nemo? Well, you can see it right here in his hand, and basically what happens is, he dies without even using it. Rest in peace to that guy. And there, that's when the level 18 from before dies. This player goes down, making it a 1v1, but little do I know, this is going to be a very, very long, drawn-out match. A power-up spawns, and here I'm like, ooh, maybe I can use this as bait. So, I get behind him, I use my knockback Nemo, and he goes down to the layer down below. But I low-key thought that that was the last layer. Either way, you can see that he uses his vaults to get back up, and I give him a little bit of a wave out of respect. Now, you can see on the right that he falls. I think he did that either on purpose or by mistake. Either way, he's gonna go get some more power-ups. So here I'm just like looking around and stuff, and I'm like, huh, where is this guy? And I'm like, oh, okay, he was just crouching. And I'm like, yep, let's go for this power-up. And I get a knockback Nemo. Alright, we're both on the same layer now, and you see that power-up off to the right? Well, I try and do the same thing and use it as bait, but I think he learnt from his mistakes from last time. Now this, I think you guys are going to find this very, very interesting. So here a power-up has spawned, and I have a knockback Nemo, so I'm like, okay, let me just follow you around and see if I can get lucky and hit him. But he spots a power-up at the distance. He gets a knockback Nemo, and I'm like, alright, it's now or never. We both hit each other, which is crazy, and somehow both survive. One thing that I do like about my performance there is I instantly switched to my vaults just in case if I did get knocked off, so that means I could try to fly my way back up. Now here, a power-up spawns. I look around for it and it shows up in my render distance. As you can see, he just saw it too, so I make the dash to go get the power up. I come out on top and I get the power up, even though it wasn't that good. Then, a few seconds later, I get super lucky. One spawns and it's right in front of me. Easiest power up of my life. As you can see, another power up has spawned. He sees it and we both try and go for it. I strategically and swiftly make my way over to it and he wasn't even close. And not even 5 seconds later, another power up spawns, and I just wanted to show you guys my luck in this scenario here. Like clockwork, another power up spawns. This one is way off in the distance. I start to make my way there, and he just kind of walks off, making that my 9th win. And here I'm a bit shaken up, I'm not gonna lie. I still drop the E's in the chat because, like, why not? But I am definitely shaking in my boots here. A little bone crack for bone frags that returns once again in this game. Now this is the start of game 10. This is my 10th win in a row. Well, is going to be. Here, that level 18 from before goes down again. And not long after, Bone Frags comes in and makes a small attempt at griefing. I don't know if he was actually trying to grief, but either way, he did not succeed. And just like that, I'm on the top layer by myself. Since we're coming to the end of the video, I just wanted to show you guys some specific parkour moves that I did, because I've had to cut out a lot just to make it really entertaining and short. Even though that was like simple parkour, it was still kind of cool and I thought I would leave it in. And with that being said, if you guys have enjoyed at any point or enjoying this new style of commentary, it would mean a lot if you guys could subscribe and like the video. I would really appreciate it, and hell yeah, let's continue on with the video. As you can see here, the blocks are actually getting quite scarce, but I still take my time nonetheless. And it says that the layer is being removed. I still take my time and don't freak out, and I end up having complete precision. Here, unexpectedly, Bone Frags dies, which is surprising because he was kind of a good player. That's who I versed in the last round. Now it's a 1v1, let's see how things finish off. Well, it ended quite suddenly, but it's a victory nonetheless, making that my 10th win in a row. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thank you for watching.